God, I fell in love with this record. This should have been a much bigger hit. Coming in at number 62 on Billboard's Hot 100, October the 11th, 1969. Evie Sands, Any Way That You Want Me. I love that part, the guitar part. That it's brilliant guitar playing. This beautiful woman, absolutely very attractive woman. A combination, another classic combination of sex appeal, brilliant singing, talent, and it didn't go anywhere. Evie Sands, Any Way That You Want Me. Evie Sands started recording when she was a teenager. Her first record came out in 1963-64, and she toured with the Shangri-Las in the mid-60s. She got a deal with the Blue Cat label of Redbird Records, and that's when she toured with the Shangri-Las. But what's really important at this stage in her career, she hooked up with a guy named Chip Taylor and another fellow named Al Gorgoni. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. Al Gorgoni was a prolific session musician. He's played on sessions by the Four Seasons, Van Morrison. He played on session on The Name Game by Shirley Ellis. Played on sessions with Melanie, Brand New Key. Chip Taylor wrote Wild Thing. It looked promising for Evie Sands hooking up with two major players behind the scenes in the music industry. They wrote a song for, God, I gotta slow down for this. You're not gonna believe what happened on God, she got screwed. I'll just tell you right up front, and I'll tell you why. Gorgoni and Chip Taylor wrote a song for Evie Sands. It was called Take Me for a Little While. She recorded the song. Evie Sands recorded the song. But before the song got released, a producer in Chicago, or a promotion man in Chicago, he had stolen the test pressing of Evie Sands' version of Take Me for a Little While. And he gave it to Chess Records. Chess Records had an artist on their roster. She was about to leave Chess Records at the time, but her name was Jackie Ross. Now, you might remember Jackie Ross. She had that hit back in 1964 called The Selfish One. Well, she was not aware of the duplicity that was involved. She didn't realize this song had been the record that she was given was stolen from Evie Sands. She didn't know that. But the producers, they fell in love with this version by Evie Sands. They gave it to Jackie Ross. She cut it, and Jackie Ross, backed by the promotional muscle, the promotional mojo of Chess Records. We're talking about the legendary blues R&B Chess Records in Chicago. Her version of Take Me for a Little While got the major share of the airplay. Evie Sands' version of Take Me for a Little While bit the dust. Well, Chip Taylor didn't give up. Chip Taylor and Al Gorgoni wrote another song. Oh, I love this. This is beautiful. I love this. One of my favorite records from the 60s that they wrote for Evie Sands, I Can't Let Go. Originally done by Evie Sands. But then the Hollies got a hold of it. The British invasion kicked in on this record. The Hollies took their version to number 42. And Evie Sands' version of it died sank without a trace. I love the Hollies version. I did not know that Evie Sands. Actually, I heard the Evie Sands version about 10 or 15 years ago, and I didn't know it was her until I researched this record. Oh, it gets worse. You're not going to believe the bad luck that Evie Sands had. This is just sad. Evie Sands signed with the Cameo Parkway label. Cameo Parkway, though, was past its prime by 1967. The record label that spawned Chubby Checker, Bobby Rodell, was just kind of a shell of what it was back in the early 60s. Well, she got a deal with Cameo Parkway label. Chip Taylor. You won't believe the song that Chip Taylor wrote for Evie Sands. You're not going to believe it. Angel of the Morning. He offered that song to Connie Francis, but legend has it that Connie Francis turned down doing Angel in the Morning because she thought the song was too risque. He gave it to Evie Sands. Evie Sands recorded the song. It got airplay. people were requesting that song right and left. Angel of the Morning by Evie Sands. The first 10,000 copies sold. Boom, like that. Evie Sands. It looked like she was going to have a big hit with Angel in the Morning. Things were going to happen for Evie Sands. Things at last was going to happen for lovely Evie Sands. It didn't. Cameo Parkway went under. They had mammoth business problems. The record company went under, and that it buried the single. It couldn't distribute Angel of the Morning, and lo and behold, Mary Lee Rush got a hold of that record, and she made it to a massive hit. So everybody remembers Angel of the Morning by Mary Lee Rush, but not knowing that Evie Sands did the original. Chip Taylor wrote another song. God, he hung in with Evie Sands. He hung in there with her. He wrote another song for Evie Sands, Any Way That You Want Me. Played here in Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, all over the station. All over those stations, WSGN, WTVC here in Tuscaloosa, Any Way That You Want Me. I like that part where she goes, I've been watching you. This is a very impassioned performance, a plaintive, impassioned performance. It's got the melody, it's got the hook, all the ingredients for top 40, for top 10 territory were there. The ingredients were there, mixed properly. It didn't happen. It was a local hit in some areas like here in Alabama, but only got as high as number 53 on Billboard's Hot 100. But now here's another startling statistic I want to share with you about this record. I don't know how to put this. This song was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 17 weeks, despite it not going top 50. Tying a record with Tiny Bubbles. I believe it was called Tiny Bubbles. Well, it was Bubbles something. I believe it was Tiny Bubbles. Let me double check on that. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. It's getting Tiny Bubbles. That's right. Tiny Bubbles by Don Ho. God, how can I forget that? Tiny Bubbles by Don Ho also didn't make top 50, but it was on Billboard's Hot 100 for 17 weeks. Well, that's it, folks. Evie Sands, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry. God, it was a fantastic record. Beautiful woman. Lovely voice, great guitar playing. It just didn't pan out. Well, I hope you enjoy this record, though. Coming in at number 62 the week of October the 11th, 1969. Fabulous record by Evie Sands. Any Way That You Want Me.